So to keep everyone kind of on the same page regarding communication, any up-to-date information, any new videos Mike puts out to kind of help you, there's a chat function, any questions you guys might have. Let's say if there's a particular rebuttal you're not accustomed to. A seller came to me and says, well, how do I evaluate this if I'm part of 3 partners, I only want to sell my share? Any kind of crazy concept, any questions you might have, dump it in there. That goes directly to me and to Mike, and we can instantaneously get everything there. Plus, as a community, someone might have dealt with that issue, and then they will be able to jump in and say, hey, this is how I dealt with it, right? And we're able to, as a community, come together and answer all the questions. There's options to book, call directly with Mike, 15-minute blocks. If you guys have any, let's say, specific clientele that, you know, it's a $500 million hotel portfolio, right? And you want to make the right introduction the right way. So you schedule a time where, to speak with Mike or have Mike jump on a call. You can do that within there. There's a wheel function, kind of something nice for the guys, right? You click on it, it spins the wheel, and basically you win different prizes. You can win cash, 500, $1,000, t-shirts. And it's going to grow to the point where we might even offer equity in certain businesses, right? So you get a 5% equity share in this laundromat or something like that, you know? Things that we're kind of thinking of putting there to add value to the community is pretty much key. I'm going to give you guys tips and tricks and things you could use in your own specific business to help you get more clientele, to lighten the load a little bit, because it gets a little crazy, you know, with all the different deals going on and the different, you know, prospecting you have outbound. So to kind of streamline that particular process. Go through evaluation for every single different type of industry. Depending on if you come across a particular supermarket, you don't know how to evaluate, you go right to that podcast. Gives you everything you need. I mean, very, very niche, for sure. So we're going to continue to add to that. The walk wheel is on the headstone wheel is on the left-hand side. That's what I was talking about. Just something fun for everyone. You spin the wheel and you're able to get, you know, $500, a PS5, you know, just something. And we'll change out the prices and
maybe a Rolex.
And listen, the prices will go up. Right?
Depends where you're close.
All right. Active listings. I'm going to be putting all our off-market listings on here for you guys to pitch. Right. We're building out the list now. I'll integrate that there. The next app is the broker bootcamp. So that's basically all the education material that we provide. This is pretty much all of.
We just got to swap out BBK with Headstone.
Yeah, correct. So, I'll be able to do that. I can migrate and send everything over. That's going to be all the documentation needed. So, the business data sheets for every business, the questions that you need to ask to evaluate a restaurant, a laundromat. You don't have to think about it. You just click a button. It's right there. If you're in front of the client, you have it right there at your fingertips. You click the button, and you now know the more or less what questions to ask in order to evaluate the business properly. That's all the documentation that's here. The next function is going to be the announcements. Anytime that we have, let's say, it's going to be a mentorship only meeting at a particular steakhouse, let's say, we're going out to dinner, or we're going out walking a new car wash, right? Everyone can learn the evaluation of the car wash, actually physically be there, be very tactile. So there's going to be different announcements set out, so keep an eye. Anytime there's an update here, you guys are going to get an email, right? So if there's a new announcement, hey, next Tuesday at 1 o'clock, we're doing a walkthrough at a particular listing. Anybody who wants to come, here's the address, here's the time, show up, and this is what we're going to go over, right? So pay attention to your emails, because you'll be getting a lot of those, for sure.
Every business has a different concentration of revenue. If you're in the plumbing business, you have services and repairs, you have new construction. If you're in the car wash business, you have membership, you have retail sales, you have cash sales, you have, you know, every business has a little bit of concentration of revenue. So over here they're doing about 3.6 million. Their cost of goods, right? This is something where this is what they pay, you know, for parts or anything that's automotive parts, auto body parts, used parts. Now, some people with multiple businesses, they may put another business that they own, they might put some of their cost of goods into this business's cost of goods to make it more juicy, you know? So this guy doesn't own another auto body, right?
He's not.
Okay. Real quick, I just want, before we go forward, you won the social media challenge. I was waiting for you.
Congratulations.
Let's go.
Thank you, guys. appreciate it.
That's for you, $1,000.
Every single Wednesday.
Of course, man.
He blew out a tire on the side of the road, changing his tire to get here, so that's commitment for sure.
Wow. You always got to plan for the worst in business, but expect the best.
So good job. Keep pushing social, Tim. It's working. So any buyer that buys a business, these add backs are going right into their pocket because these are personal expenses from the owner. So officer's salary, this is what the husband and wife make on a W-2, is $728. That's not 100% an add back. That's an argument that I have. And guys, this might sound like a lot of like things you have to know, but I'm gonna help you with all this stuff. This is just, it's not that hard. We're gonna go through it. We're gonna help you. No question is stupid. Ask away.
So when it comes down to it, just for instance, one person can potentially, change your life or change the deal. It just comes into play. So that's why you have to be consistent and not give up, regardless of every day you feel like, reaching out to this many people. It just is a time and effort and consistency thing to where we were able to reach out to this potential buyer for these medical spas, and this guy is a pretty huge deal to where his net revenue over these 140 locations is, grossing $500 million. And he's asking me if we have partners that, are, large enough. And I said, honestly, yes, I'm constantly on the phone with large private equities. And I said, every once in a while, I'm talking to billionaires over the phone. And these are just kind of the deals that we can, acquire and build relationships and rapport with people. And at the end of the day, this is just something that, comes over time, and it just comes into place to where, just constantly going over and over again to, reach out, exhaust all options, because this wasn't, first time reach out. I called him 3 times. He's like, oh, hey, I saw I missed your call. And by the 3rd time, we had a conversation. He started asking me a couple questions. And just to be honest with you guys, I'm not the most experienced as far as in the medical spa field, to where knowing if you're going to reaching out to medical spas, electrical companies, plumbing companies, you don't know too much about that when you're not making phone calls on, your 9 to 5 or 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock at night or 11 o'clock at night or on the weekends. Research all the products and facilities that they offer, to where I brought up like, hey, do you guys have this newest technology, and reference the technology. And he's like, oh, okay, yeah, we actually do. We're actually just starting to implement that new technology, to where you build rapport, you build relationships with these people, and then you get familiar to like, all right, this guy knows what he's talking about. Even with speaking to you're gonna be speaking to a lot of business owners, so you're gonna get to know these one-man shows, and you're gonna hear their story about them trying to do invoices, do marketing, do this and that, and they're really, you see why the numbers are so low and why we're not attracted to these one-man shows, because it's literally impossible to do everything yourself, and that applies to this business as well. It's just not possible to upkeep a standard that you want to keep as a business broker, and working at Hedgestone, we're the gold standard of business brokering, to where you want to have a higher level than anyone else, to where they come across and like, wow, compared to this person, you blew them away. Like you're out of the water, to where they'll just want to work with you after build some relationships and rapport with each one.
100%. 100%.
And VAs will definitely help.
VAs are crucial in this business.
I just sent you an email on our prospecting list. So the results of that prospecting, I have our VA put everything in one particular format, and then we have to then start calling, smiling, and dialing. So it basically gives you a job where you have between this time, 10 o'clock and 1 o'clock, you're doing nothing but replying to these emails. So they'll reply back, hey, yeah, I'm actually interested in selling my business. What does it entail? Give me a call. They give you a phone number. So now you give them a call, and now you just hit it out the park at that point. You just have to then put them in, I like to put them in green so that I know that they're interested. I made an initial contact, and now I have to ask the typical questions, right? Which, when you're having a conversation with any seller in any industry, in any geographic region, you're asking them those questions that are on the board.
And he would have to raise the money. I mean, we can do that. We can raise the money, but we want people that actually, like, I had a publicly traded company that came in, 52 million all cash, and they said no.
Is that in Deer Park?
It's in Deer Park.
I know what you're
Yeah.
What's 8 million between friends? That should just get done.
The seller is tough. He's
Cap is it, by the way?
it's a 6 cap. No, actually, yeah, it's a 6 cap.
Oh, okay, forget it.
I got him a 6.2 cap
Wow.
with a publicly traded company.
But nobody sells on Deer Park. That is cash too?
The thing about that is the supermarket does a million a week, which is a busy supermarket.
But how much is Northwell?
Northwell, they have a Northwell facility.
Yeah, they're building.
That's included in the deal.
Yeah, but how much are they gonna pay?
They're paying, I gotta look at the rent roll, it's high. It's probably like 10, 12 a month for 3,000 feet.
I had that deal before when it's not on the market yet, right?
No, I'm not gonna. There's a guy, I've been on top of this guy for 10 years.
10 years?
10 years.
You're gonna crack with this year.
I'm gonna get him. I don't give up on
You
him.
can't convince his girl. His girl.
He doesn't have a girl.
Yeah, he does. That girl.
That's his sister. That's his sister. Oh, I think he had a few, and then he. Yeah, it's interesting. Buyer leads from yesterday, today that are interested. So I like businesses just from learning. I just got this. So many people want it. That's an avenue someone should go.
I like piggybacks on each other too. Like I got a buyer lead. I talked to the guy and I sent them like a closet manufacturer. He's like, I was never thinking about it. And I was like, yeah, but the numbers look good. He's like, oh, I work with a group. Do you mind if I send this out? So I put a little doc. I anonymized it because I didn't want to I anonymized it. A guy reached out to me, like, hey, you sent me an NDA on that, right? And that's like a $8 million closet company somebody has down in Florida, right? And I'm hopefully bringing a buyer soon. So it just piggybacks off. Everybody knows everybody.
It's building that pipeline.
Yeah.
This is a good deal. This is a tough deal, the one that I have here. 2 wholesale bakeries. We have the exclusive. I just was there last week. I met with the owner. He's doing about 2024, about 5.1, 5.2 million. He's doing about 4 million to 4.1 million. 2 separate bakeries. 9.2 million total sales. Every month, this company is just going up and up and up. Last year, they ended at, look at this, 4 million last year, 3.5, 3 million. This year, they're on pace to do 4.5. Cash flow about 750, 800. It could still be sold independently as well. He started this company started this location 15 years ago. He owns the property as well. They both own the property, which is great. One is an opportunity zone. The reason why they're selling is he's been there for so long. The other 2 guys are in their mid-80s, mid-70s, and they're looking to retire.
Great reason.
It's a great reason.
This is a great deal. I mean, we did the quote.
This is a clean, you remember that? Yeah, you were here. So this one, if anyone has private equity, this is a really good deal. I met with the buyer seller last week here.
Fishing?
I didn't go fishing. The guy's a big fisher.
Yeah.
But it was a good meeting just to build the rapport more. He gave me like 6 boxes of bread to take on the plane. I'm like, dude, I'm going on a plane right now. I gave them out to the guys at the airport. It's a lot of fun, this business. You meet a lot of cool people. So the auto body friend who actually just texted me today, he's a billionaire, this guy. He owns 11. It's like the biggest strip club. He owns a property.
He owns 11?
He owns the property.
I thought you meant 11 auto bodies.
No.
He owns 11.
He owns 11. So he has a partner that is a huge auto body player. They're very high-end, Rolls Royces, Ferraris, only the high-end stuff. He wants to buy a property in an auto body, put them in there. So I need help finding an auto body.
I had 2. They answered. I had called Nick. I'm like, yo, call Mike. I don't have his phone number.
You have 2 now?
In Hialeah, though. So,
They definitely want to sell?
yeah.
Oh, this phone died. Let me call this phone. Hold on. I'll call the auto body first, and then
I gotta find his number.
let me call the.
Mike, how you doing, buddy?
I'm well. How are you?
Big fun.
Sorry about yesterday. We were supposed to talk at 5, right?
Yeah, no, that's okay. How you been?
I've been good. I'm with someone that has an auto body in Hialeah. Is that too far for you?
No, that's Hialeah's fine. This Mike Steinberg, he's got an auto body in Hialeah. Great. That's exactly what we're looking for. How big is it?
Well, I'm with one of my guys. We're gonna get all the info for you. I just wanted to make sure Hialeah is a good area for you.
No, Hialeah's good. You're
Okay.
working, my man. You're working.
Yeah, we got another one. We got 2 more coming. We're working on it.
Okay, I appreciate that. Everything good with you?
Everything's great. Everything's great. We're working on the bakeries.
Yeah, no, Jay told me it's a good one. I love it.
Yeah, I had a buyer-seller meeting last week. I flew down to it.
Oh, terrific.
Everything's good though.
So that's a good deal for the right person, by the way.
Yeah, we got to find the right equity group that has an operator that can handle this this size.
Right, exactly, you know. Jay's like, he's older, Pericone's older, they don't want to run this thing, but they got it set up nice, the building's gonna just keep appreciating.
Absolutely.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah, get all the details, please, and we're very, very interested.
Awesome. I look forward to working with you.
Yeah, me too. And send it to my nephew too, everything you have. And you know my son and my nephew's email?
Yeah, they're texting me back and forth. I'll send everything to them as well.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Awesome.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Perfect. Okay, thanks.
I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.
All right, hallelujah.
Awesome. I texted John.
But yeah, this is what's great about this business. You're talking to millionaires. You're leveling up every day. And it's just, you go toe to toe with them. Like he just said, could you help me find a body shop, And I just went on my Instagram and I said, anyone interested? And then you saw it.
I just copied
other
all
people.
your
I see that. I love that.
reposts.
You're high level. You're new level. Yeah. I see that all the time. And tag me. Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty good. Like, you don't get annoyed by getting all those tags?
I got my shit on silence.
I'm like, I know he's gonna get tired of me tagging.
No, I like it. You're right now. You're in the lead.